Welcome, Digital Coffee.
Great to be here.
So today we're doing a deep dive into a really interesting new article by Christian Antonsen.
Ah, yes, the one called The Waiting Room Epiphany. Bit of a mouthful, that one.
It is. How boredom and bad roads can unlock your creative spark.
Right.
And, well, it's pretty much what it says on the tin. He talks about these moments of unexpected downtime.
Yeah, like being stuck in a hospital waiting room with his son. Not exactly inspiring, you'd think.
Or this really challenging drive he had up in Northern Norway. Bad roads, traffic, the whole deal.
And somehow that's where he gets this insight about boredom and creativity. It's fascinating.
It really is. Let's maybe unpack that setting a bit first, because it feels important.
Totally. He paints this picture, doesn't he? The hospital waiting room, the revolving door of fleeting faces, as he puts it, just waiting.
You can feel the tedium, and then he contrasts it with this this character-building journey.
Yeah, navigating these narrow, maybe not so great roads. It's almost funny that these are the moments that spark something.
It's counterintuitive, right? You don't usually associate frustration or boredom with, like, a creative breakthrough.
Exactly. But that's his whole point, I think. He says as the wait went on and the drive continued, his mind just started to wander.
In delightful ways, yeah.
Which gets us to the core idea. When you take away the constant noise, the usual stimuli, your brain kind of shifts gear. It goes into this different mode, maybe a more exploratory, creative one.
Like finding a hidden gem, he calls it.
Yeah, it's like our minds need that empty space sometimes. That lack of demand allows something else to surface.
It makes me think immediately about kids, you know.
Well, for sure. He brings that up too. Childhood imagination.
They're masters at this, aren't they? Give a kid a box and it's a spaceship, a castle, whatever. Yeah. They don't need much.
They just let their minds run wild. The lines between reality and fantasy are just blurry.
And Antonsen suggests, well, maybe we adults still have that ability, but it gets kind of buried.
Buried under, well, screens mostly. That seems to be his concern.
Yeah, he gets into this modern dilemma observing kids totally lost in phones or tablets.
And the reaction when the device is gone, he mentions like sudden anger or just becoming totally listless.
It's striking, and it leads him to ask this really important question, doesn't it?
About the dopamine rush.
Yeah.
Is that constant hit from the screen kind of replacing the satisfaction you get from your own imagination, your own sense of wonder?
It's a heavy question. Are we, or are kids, losing the knack for generating that internal spark because the external one is always available, always on?
And if the brain isn't getting those chances to practice, self-directed thinking, does that ability just atrophy? It's a bit worrying.
He seems genuinely concerned that this constant external feeding might be short-circuiting that natural, boredom-fueled creativity.
That hidden gem we talked about.
But then, and I love this bit, he has this moment of total self-awareness.
Ah, the irony. Yes.
He's sitting there in the waiting room having this big thought about the power of boredom, and he's typing it all out on his phone. He was online.
Brilliant. He totally owns up to it.
Right.
Which is great because it shows he's not just saying technology bad.
Exactly. It's more nuanced.
It's about how we use it, maybe. And the context. Like even being online in that low-key waiting room environment still allowed his mind to make those connections.
Right. It wasn't like he was doom scrolling or frantically gaming. He was using the tool, but his mind was still in that reflective space somehow.
So the takeaway isn't really throw away your phone.
No, not at all. It's more about being intentional, about making sure we do have those quiet, boring moments.
Consciously creating space for our minds to just wonder.
Yeah.
Without constantly feeding them input.
Yeah, letting them off the leash, so to speak, allowing for that internal exploration where the unexpected sparks might happen.
It's about balance, isn't it? Recognizing the value of stillness, of unstructured time, alongside all the benefits technology gives us.
We need those gaps, those pauses.
That's where the surprising connections can form, apparently. Those little aha moments.
And he finishes off by kind of turning it over to us, the readers, doesn't he?
Yeah, asking about our own experiences. What sparks creativity for you during those pauses? The delays, the commutes, the quiet moments?
It's a great prompt. Makes you reconsider those times you might usually just try to fill with your phone.
Absolutely. So Antonsen's whole experience, born from a slightly rubbish waiting room and some bad roads, it's a reminder, really.
A reminder that maybe boredom isn't the enemy we think it is.
Exactly. Maybe it's actually an opportunity, a chance for that hidden gem of creativity inside you to surface.
So maybe think about it. When was the last time you really, truly let yourself be bored? Just nothing.
And what happened? Did anything unexpected pop into your head? Maybe the next time you're stuck waiting, you could, just wait, see what happens.